Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to another episode of Pan TheOrganizer. I'm super excited. Today is the day, the most anticipated video of the year. You guys guessed it, my 2023 Car Detailing Products Awards, where I pick my top 3 products for each category. A lot of things have changed this year, guys. So a lot of first places got moved down, a lot of newcomers, a lot of great products out there. The competition is getting fierce. And thanks to you guys, my viewers, we're almost at 1 million subscribers at the moment of this video in the summer of 2023, and I have you to thank for that. Don't forget the brands, read a lot of the comments. They watch the Pan TheOrganizer videos to see where they stack up against the competition. And again, competition has never been as fierce as this. They're working hard for your money and to make sure you guys are making the best purchasing decisions. You guys know you can rely on the Pan TheOrganizer videos. By the way, guys, I'll leave the links to all the products in the description under the video for you guys to check them out. So all you have to do is sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. So without further ado, let's start right ahead with the first category. I'm going to be doing this in the order that I typically detail cars. So I'm going to start with the exterior and then I'm going to finish with the interior products. And again, these are my picks, but I also want to know what your picks are. What are your top 3 products of the year? Drop a comment in the comment section under the video. It's always nice to see what you guys feel your best pick were. And also, well, it's going to give me an idea. If I see many of those products coming again and again in the comments, it might tell me that it's time to make a video. Also, quick disclaimer, guys, this is not a sponsored video. Nobody paid for this video, and so nobody had an influence on the outcome or the results of each of the categories. So category number 1 is going to be the best wheel and tire cleaners. So in 3rd position, I'm going to be giving you my top 3 spots, and I'll be giving you the reason when possible for the first pick, just like we do every single year. So in 3rd place, the Koshemi MWC for Magic Wheel Cleaner. This is a wheel cleaner that has an iron remover built in, and it works quite well. In 3rd place, it's going to be the tire and wheel cleaner from Shine Supply. It's called Wise Guys. For tires especially, this is one of the best tire cleaners out there. You can dilute this 1-to-1 with water, and it just works super well. And in 1st place, PNS Brake Buster. It's very versatile. It can be used on wheels and tires. If you use it in a pump sprayer, you can dilute this 1-to-3 up to 1-to-5 in a foaming pump sprayer, and it works quite well. I put some in a foam cannon. In a foam cannon, I dilute it roughly 60% of product and 40% of water, and I can use that. If you're using it out of the regular trigger sprayer, don't dilute it. Use it neat as is, undiluted, and it just works quite well. So first spot, PNS Brake Buster. Category number 2, the best bug removers. In 3rd place, we have CarPro Bug Out. Once again, intensive insect removal, just works super well. In 2nd place, fierce competition between CarPro and this brand, Geon, so the bug and grime remover. This is also good for removing some traffic film when you have that on the vehicle. And in 1st spot, for another year in a row, G-Technic W8 V2. This on bugs works super well. All 3 of these products, by the way, can be used on ceramic coatings or graphene coatings. So if you have a coated car, no problem. But this one here, I find, is my preferred one. So the winner, G-Technic W8 V2, so the version 2, the newest version of the bug remover. Next category, the best snow foams. So for the pre-wash stage inside your foam cannon, to blanket the vehicle with a layer of snow foam to be able to lift and encapsulate loose dirt and debris and to add lubrication on the surface. So in 3rd place, we have CarPro Lift, a higher pH pre-wash that just works very, very well. In 2nd place, we have a pH neutral one this time. This is Koshemi GSF, or Gentle Snow Foam. Cherry scented, smells amazing. You can also use this one in a bucket if you want to. And in 1st place, for the best snow foam of the year, Built Hamber Touchless. This is a pH 12. I could also have included the Built Hamber Auto Foam at pH 13. They're very similar in performance, but in my conditions, this just works a little better. For those who are looking for a pre-wash snow foam that has higher cleaning capabilities for the pre-wash stage, the Built Hamber snow foams are really the best ones that I have tested. I have a video on my channel if you want to see what a pH 7 or a pH neutral snow foam does compared to a higher alcohol alkaline pH cleaning snow foam like this. Go ahead and check that out. It's super interesting, but these actually work if you use them properly. The only thing I'd note with this, the caveat is that you need to dilute it properly. There are instructions in the back that you need to follow because it's dependent on your type of pressure washer and also your type of foam cannon. So the first time you do it, it's going to be valid for the rest. But yeah, it's just that initial step that asks a little bit of work because the dilution ratio is specific to your setup. But once you get that right and you get it dialed in, I mean, yeah, touchless is the snow foam of the year for me. Next up, we have the best car shampoos. So in third place, a newcomer this year is DIY Detail. They have a few of their products placed in the Pan TheOrganizer Awards. So this one here has a slightly more alkaline pH. I think it's around 8 or 8.5 if memory serves me well. It smells amazing. This can be used in a foam cannon as well. The price is awesome. So yeah, DIY Detail, incredible suds in third place. In second place, we have the Phoenix Apex Auto Wash. So Phoenix EOD, and this one here is the newer version, the 2.0. So they greatly improved this. Again, you can use this in a foam cannon or in a wash bucket. It is very, very efficient. And in first place, I think ever since this product series awards videos were started in 2017. So this is the 7th edition, Car Pro Reset in first place. This can be used in a foam cannon diluted 1:10, but I mainly use this in the wash bucket. This is a very intensive shampoo, mainly recommended for use on coatings. If you have a wax or a paint sealant, I would not recommend this. It's probably a bit too strong for that. But yeah, super intensive, helps to remove traffic film. It's a pure shampoo, no gloss additives, no fillers, nothing in there but pure shampoo. And yeah, in first place, Car Pro Reset. Next up, the best stripping shampoos. So those shampoos that help to start to break down older waxes and paint sealants before you add some new protection. They're not going to fully remove the existing protection. That's just the first step. Machine polishing is what truly ensures 100% removal of any previous protection. But to help you out at the beginning of your process, well, there are stripping shampoos. In third place, we have the Adams Strip Wash. So this one was recently reformulated by the company to have some more powerful breaking down ingredients. In second place, we have the McKee's Coating Prep Auto Wash, another one that works quite well. And in first place, Car Pro Descale, guys. This one here can be used in a foam cannon or in a wash bucket. You dilute it 1 to 100 for the bucket wash or 1 to 10 inside of your foam cannon. This one here is a slightly more acidic pH. This is made to remove any of that mineral buildup. If you have some water spots, you got to remove that mineral buildup, right? That works well. But this also dubs as a stripping shampoo to help to break down, once again, those older waxes and sealants. I like to use this if I'm doing a customer's vehicle and I know I'm going to apply a ceramic coating or a graphene coating and I want to start that breaking down process at the beginning of my wash process. I'll be using this. So first place goes to Car Pro Descale. Next category, we have the best rinseless washes. So for those of you who either want to save some water or don't have access to water, if you live in a city with heavy water bans or heavy water restrictions, or you might be an apartment dweller, a condo dweller, and don't have access to free-flowing water to wash your car, or you simply want something quicker, sometimes just for a quick wash, of course, use common sense. If the car is super dirty, pre-rinse the vehicle first, because a rinseless wash doesn't mean you never rinse, right? It only means you don't have to rinse at the end of the process. So in third place, we have the McKee's N914 rinseless wash. And a lot of these can be used for many, many different purposes, and always read the instructions, but you can use them as a rinseless wash, waterless wash, clay lubricant, paint prep, so on and so forth. Many of them are also great glass cleaners. I have videos on all of this stuff. In second place, newcomer this year, we have DIY Detail Rinseless Wash. Unsurprisingly, because one of the two owners, Ivan LaCroix, has been in the industry for over 40 years. He's known as Mr. Rinseless Wash. So unsurprisingly, he developed something that is absolutely amazing. It smells great. Typical dilution ratio of 256 to 1, half an ounce for every gallon of water, and it just works well. This is obviously the concentrate, so you're gonna have to dilute this. But yeah, in second place, DIY Detail Rinseless Wash. Congrats to Ivan LaCroix and Nick McGurk, the two owners and founders of DIY Detail. They came on the scene and made, quite a name for themselves, right? I'm sure you guys have tested their products. Let me know, by the way, any of the products, if you agree or disagree, what your top products would be. Drop a comment in the comment section. In first place, PNS Absolute. Yep. This one here is just amazing. Not only does it provide crazy lubrication, this is polymer based, but it has that slickness and that glossy feel at the end. I don't know how they do it. It's a lot of magic from Dave, the chemist over at PNS, and one of the two owners, right? Bob and Dave are the owners, two brothers. This is just amazing. Works super well as a glass cleaner as well. Multiple uses. I have a video of this on my channel. But yeah, first place, PNS, absolute. Next up, we have the best tar removers of the year. In third place, Citral 266 from Schaefer's Oil. This not only helps to break down that tar, but is good against road paint, tree sap. It does a bunch of stuff. If you read here on the label, it can remove adhesives, asphalt, wax, grease, rubber marks, oil, scuff marks, tree sap, and more. It works quite well, but this is known as the sealant killer because it can strip or break down waxes, sealants, and can even weaken ceramic coatings. So be very careful. You're going to have to reapply the protection after you use this, but it is for that heavy hitting. If you don't have anything else that works against your tar deposits or your road paint, try that and it should work. In second place, we have CarPro Tar X, a staple in the industry. This is also good to be used as an adhesive remover. And in first place, we have Geon Tar. What a competition between CarPro and Geon. They both work quite well. Sometimes it's just about the pricing of the products or a slight increase in performance, but I mean either or are known as top tier companies, right? So the tar remover of the year, Geon Tar. Next category is the best iron removers to remove the embedded brake dust or the iron particles that are in your clear coat or on the wheels clear coat, because a lot of that brake dust gets there. Industrial fallout as well, rail dust. If you don't take care of those ferrous metals, well, they're going to start to rust and they give those orange specks on the paintwork, right? So in third place, we have DIY Detail Iron Remover. Once again, fantastic product at a great price. A lot of them you can use if you have quality iron removers as clay lubricants with synthetic clay towels, so not regular clay bars, right? Because the iron remover is going to break that down. But a few of these synthetic clay towels, including the one from DIY Detail, there is one from the Rag Company, their Ultra Clay towel that works quite well. There's a few of those synthetic materials that are ultra soft and work well with some iron removers as clay lubricant. So you have two steps in one. You're claying and you're removing the iron at the same time. In second place, we have Geon Iron, so another very good iron remover. And in first place, probably the one that started all of this in the iron removing world with the TGA active ingredient and also the color change technology. So you apply it, it's transparent, but when it reacts with the iron particles, it changes to a purple or red tint. They pretty much all do that. It's a visual indicator that the chemical reaction is happening. So in first place, unsurprisingly, CarPro Iron X, it's still my favorite one. And it works very well. Always follow the instructions when you're using these guys and don't use them in direct sunlight and don't let them dry on the surface. Next up, the best polishing compounds. So compounds, those are the coarser abrasives when you're doing paint correction to remove heavy oxidation, the deeper scratches, the deeper swirls, and also polishes. Those are the lighter or smaller abrasives to jewel the finish, increase the gloss, the depth, the clarity, and remove any of the compounding marks on the vehicle. So basically everything that we use for paint correction, right? So in third place, we have Dr. Beasley's NSP45, a nano surface primer. So Dr. Beasley's makes their own products in the USA. I visited their factory, and this one here, the cool thing, it's one of the good primers because it creates kind of a mechanical bond, kind of like fingers, right? So this product here is for your finishing polish, so for that final step, but it lays down a layer of that ceramic molecules that are going to act like fingers, and then when you're going to apply your protection on top, the ceramic coating or the graphene coating, the bond is going to be even stronger. And the cool thing after you're done using this is that you do not have to use an IPA to remove polishing oils. You can go straight to applying your ceramic coating, so it saves a lot of time and it works quite well. So in second place, we have another newcomer this year. It's from Oberk, and this is their Soul. This is a medium polish. This is used as a single step polish, so this has no protection. It's a pure polish, and if you combine it with the Oberk yellow polishing pad or their orange polishing pad, it's a perfect one step. So a lot of people who do heavy volume vehicles, if you work for a car dealership and you have a lot of cars to crank out, or my favorite use for this is for a new vehicle, if the customer is only paying for a one-step polish, this is a good one. Again, it's that kind of single step medium cut type formulation, and there's no protection, it's a pure polish, and it just works. It just works well. It is silicone free, body shop safe, by the way. And in first place for another year in a row, we have 3D1. So this is a hybrid because it's a compound and a polish. So it's a cutting compound and a finishing polish, and it just works super well. I like to combine this with the Buff and Shine Eurofiber type microfiber pads, and it works quite well. So yeah, made in the USA. What more can I say? 3D makes some awesome polishing compounds. They're absolutely amazing. And the owner likes to import or to have their own raw materials to make this. So they blend their own stuff. He's a pretty good chemist, by the way. So yeah, 3D1 is the compound or polish of the year. Next up, we have the best paint prep sprays or the panel preps or the IPA, isopropyl alcohol based panel preps, basically to remove the polishing oils when you're done polishing the vehicle and to remove any leftover residue. It's going to help to prepare the paintwork to receive the protection on top for a better bond of the coating, wax, or sealant. So in third place, we have DIY Detail Panel Prep. So yeah, these guys are just killing it this year. Their products are no nonsense, simple to use, simple names as well. I like, you know, it's a panel prep and they call it panel prep. I love that. Next up, second place, Geon Prep. This one again works super well. They're all some form of alcohol based, by the way, so that's their nature. And in first place, once again, we have CarPro Reset. This, a lot of people actually like to use this as a glass cleaner too, because it works quite well. It's an intensive oil and polish cleaner. It works well. By the way, quick tip given by Ivan himself, by the way, from DIY Detail, is when you have a coating, let's say from a company X, they usually have the coating prep that goes with it. So try and stay within the same chemical compatibility to make sure, and use the paint prep spray from the same brand of the protection that you're applying. So CarPro Eraser, first place for the best paint prep of the year. So a new category this year, the best matte paint care. A lot of people are getting matte or satin finishes either on their paintwork or for PPF or vinyl wraps as well. So matte is very in right now, and you have to use products that are silicone free, wax free, paraffin free, because you don't want anything that's going to be enhancing the gloss, right? You want to keep that OEM finish. So one of the first brands that came out with products for matte paints or matte surfaces, and still today they probably have the most extensive lineup of matte care products, is Dr. Beasley's. So in third place, we have their matte body wash. So 1 ounce for every gallon of water in the wash bucket, or in your foam cannon, add about 2 ounces of this, and you can use it as a foaming pre-wash, and it just works super well. Again, no waxes, no paraffins, no gloss enhancers, no silicones, none of that stuff in there, just for that perfect OEM matte finish. I have a video, by the way, using the Dr. Beasley's matte product, so go check that out on the channel. In second place, we have a coating that's for vinyl paintwork, PPF, or vinyl wraps. This is Geon Matte, the Evo version, so the most recent one. The coatings typically on matte surfaces will last anywhere from 1 to 2 years, so keep that in mind. I have a video on this as well. And in first place, Dr. Beasley's matte paint coating, 1 to 3 year coating. So if you neglect your car and don't really protect it or don't really maintain it, they say about a year. But if you follow the steps and maintain the coating with their chemicals to maintain that, their different sprays and quick detailers and their maintenance sprays, you can expect 2+ years out of it, up to 3 years in the best conditions if your car is garage kept, for example, and has low mileage. And it just works very, very well. I have a full video using this on a vehicle. So in first place, the matte paint coating from Dr. Beasley's. Next up, guys, waxes are not dead, and a lot of people still like the feeling of applying a wax by hand, or even with a machine polisher on low speed with a waxing pad. It just gives you that pleasure of, well, not only touching your vehicle. I know that sounds crazy, but I'm sure you guys understand because we're talking to car detailing enthusiasts here, right? And so the first category is going to be the high-end waxes, so the ones with eye-watering prices, but that give results that are insane for that gloss, that slickness. Typically, waxes also offer some form of carnauba in them, which gives that more warm or more organic type of glow, and a lot of people appreciate that, especially for collectors' cars that are in museums and that kind of stuff, right? They just work well. So in third place, we have Fireball Fusion Wax. This one here is a premium wax, and it works very, very well. In second place, this one here is from the UK, Angel Wax Enigma. This one here, if memory serves me well, has a bit of ceramic technology in it. But I mean, this is as high-end as it gets for Angel Wax. This is one of their flagship waxes, by the way, and it comes in different sizes. They have many, many waxes. They specialize in waxes for automotive care, and yeah, it's just insane. So the Enigma in second place. This one here has been a staple for many, many years. And a newcomer in first place, not newcomer to the awards video, because they also took home first place many years for the best wax, but this is one of their latest limited editions. This is the Swiss Wax Carrot Wax. This one here is the 200 ml version. If you have a look online, the price is eye-watering. However, the results you get with this, last year's Swiss Wax was the wax they had made, the show car luxury wax for Obsessed. That one was insane, but this one here I feel is even better. It has the highest concentration ever of first one grade carnauba, the highest quality pure carnauba, 81%. The owner said that any higher than that would have made it strong like a hockey puck, so they put the most they could. There's also PTFE in there, also known as Teflon, for that durability. The gloss is insane, the slickness, and you would apply this by hand, by the way. You do not apply this by machine, so you put it in your hands, you rub it together. It needs to be activated with your hands' heat and warmth, and then you apply it on the vehicle, and I mean, oh my God, guys, really tremendous, tremendous job. This is a limited edition, by the way. So in first place for the best luxury high-end wax is Swiss Wax Carrot. Next up, we have the best mid-range waxes, so the more affordable ones that will still give you ease of application, great looking results for that gloss, that slickness, just not at that top tier like the high-end wax category. So in third place, we have a staple in the industry. This is Colinite Insulator 845. It is very, very goopy in the bottle, so quick pro tip, put it in a warm water bath for roughly 10 to 15 minutes. It's gonna make it more liquid and easier to apply. I featured it in my best liquid waxes video, by the way. You can go check that out for more details. In second place, I had a dedicated video for this as well, the Geon Q2 Wax. This one here applies kind of like a armpit roller for your deodorizer, right, that you use. And so this one here, the good thing is the hydrophobic properties of this. Yes, it is very glossy, but the hydrophobics are very close to what we get with ceramic coatings. Go check out the video if you like that quick beading, that quick sheeting and great water beading. This one here is pretty awesome, super easy to apply. You can even let it sit overnight on the paint. The longer you let it sit, the better, and the wipe off is very, very easy. And in first place, unsurprisingly, once again, this is the Turtle Wax Graphene and Ceramic Paste Wax. So it has 10 different blends of carnauba in there. It has graphene properties and ceramic properties. It will last you anywhere from 3 to 5 months. So this is not a full-blown coating that's going to last many, many years, but what you use this for is for the ease of application. The gloss that it gives is insane. I have a full, of course, video on this. Go check that out. This one here is the 75th anniversary edition, which was signed by the owners of the company, Dennis and Sandra Healy. 75, because at the point when it was released, I think in 2021, it was over 75 years of family-owned business. So this started a long time ago, over 75 years ago at this point, still owned by the same family, made in the USA. They blend their own products with their own chemist, and the regular version is the same. It just doesn't have this signed cap, but the contents are the same. So first place goes to Turtle Wax Graphene Ceramic Paste Wax. Next up, guys, we have the best quick detail sprays or drying aids. So basically that last step kind of thing that you're going to do to maintain your existing protection, add a bit of gloss, add a bit of slickness, and add lubrication on the surface if you're using it as a drying aid to minimize marring on the surface. So in third place, we have a newcomer this year, but it's not new to market, Sonac's Brilliant Shine Detailer, also known as BSD. This is great for those who love water beading. You guys were right. A lot of my viewers wanted me to test this. This is already, I think, my third bottle at this point. Just ridiculous. So BSD, Brilliant Shine Detailer, great water beading. In tied for second place, we have the Extreme Solutions Topper and the Obsessed Garage, or the OG drying aid. So both of these are the same. They're made by B&B Blending. The original version by B&B, I think, is called Slipstream, if memory serves me well. But basically, the OG drying aid version is unscented and has no dye in it, compared to the Extreme Solutions, which has both scent and dye, so depending on what you guys prefer, but the performance is almost identical, and they just work quite well as a drying aid as well, work super well. In first place, now this is a new combo that I spoke about in a video, and I want to give a shout out to Jamie the Cleaner, a professional detailer from USA. I met him in person at the Car Supplies Warehouse event in Chicago in late April. Great guy. Check out his channel. It is known as the Clean Maker combo because it's a combination of Bead Maker and Dream Maker. So everybody at this point knows Dream Maker, right? Bead Maker. This one here is a paint sealant. Durability is not that great, 3 to 4 weeks, but we use this because of its awesome gloss and slickness. I never had, whoop, drop that, sorry about that. I never had issues for dusting where I live, but some viewers were saying that they were having issues with it attracting some dust. So what they decided to do, some of them, including Jamie the Cleaner, is combine it. So in a ratio of roughly 1:9 to 1:10, I have a video explaining you how to dilute that. It's pretty simple. They added Dream Maker, another new product from P&S that was unveiled a few years ago. This is a pure gloss amplifier, so no real protection in there, but it has anti-static properties. So you can use this alone, by the way, and it works great as a quick detailer. I mean, the gloss that it gives is insane, but when you combine these two together to make that Clean Maker mix, magic just happens. I'm telling you, try it and let me know. This one here is one of my favorite combos that I use on my own Porsche, by the way. And yeah, fantastic. So first place, a combo of Bead Maker and Dream Maker by P&S. Next up, we have the best regular synthetic paint sealants. So in third place from Australia, this is NV Car Care Nova Jet. So this is a hydrophobic spray coating that works very well. In second place, a staple in the industry at this point is Fuso Coat by Soft99. So this is straight out of Japan. They say a 12-month wax coat. This one here, what I get in my conditions, including the harsh winter months, is 9 to 10 months. A lot of people in gentler climates in well-maintained vehicles can get up to that year mark. This one here is their latest version. The previous version was also very, very good, perhaps even slightly more durable, but this one here is a bit easier to apply. It's still not the easiest to apply, hence why it's in second place, but the performance is great, and Soft99 just makes some great products. So Fuso Coat in second place, and in first place, because of its awesome price, this is a product that reintroduced me to the brand when I first reviewed it in 2018, because you guys wanted me to check it out. You guessed it, right? Turtle Wax Ice Seal and Shine. So this was the first reintroduction, I should say, because before that, I wasn't really into Turtle Wax products. What I had remembered from growing up, those green bottle lines, that entry-level line was okay-ish, but the hard shell wax was hard to apply, hard to remove. It wasn't fun at all to use. And now they came out with the ice line that was amazing. This is their mid-tier, but their top-ranging the hybrid solutions line is insane. It seems they're making home runs after home run with these products, but Seal and Shine is what started it all. The craze for durability. This is chemical resistant like none other. Still to this day is one of the best for chemical resistance, and it's just easy to apply. Spray on, wipe off, that's it. You get 5 to 6 months of durability, and it works quite well. So in first place for the paint sealant of the year, the Turtle Wax Ice Seal and Shine. Next up, we have the best SiO2 spray sealants or drying aids or quick detailers, whatever have you not. The categories are getting blended now. It's even confusing sometimes. Is it a drying aid, a quick detail spray, a paint protection? Who really knows? But they're very high performance. They last quite a bit. And if you use them regularly after your wash routine, well, they help extend the lifetime of your ceramic coating, because SiO2 is silica or silicon dioxide. It's basically the active ingredient inside all ceramic coatings, and even graphene coatings usually have a SiO2 base in them. They're just infused with reduced graphene oxide or RGO. So the majority of graphene coatings have a ceramic base in them or in their formulation. So in third place, we have the Geon Ceramic Detailer. So this is the update to the regular Geon Detailer with some ceramic technology. Gloss slickness can be used on dry or wet. That's the common theme of all three of these in this, is that you can use them as a drying aid as well if you want to dry your vehicle with a microfiber drying towel. to add lubrication on the surface. In second place, we have Phoenix EOD Titan Hybrid Detailer. So another very, very good one that was also ranked last year. And in first place, newcomer this year, they're disrupting the industry, DIY Detail Ceramic Gloss. This, by the way, also has UV protection in it. You can use it on dry, on wet. The price is awesome. It just gives that pop of that gloss and slickness that we look for, and it's the ease of use that really got me on that one. I know a lot of you guys enjoy this, so made in the USA. This 16-ounce bottle. You can get the DIY Detail products in many sizes now, by the way. Some are even in gallon form. So yeah, first place, DIY Detail Ceramic Gloss. Next up, we have the best consumer grade ceramic coatings. And what we mean by consumer grade is those that are available for you guys to purchase. You do not have to be a certified detailer or installer to purchase these. So you can do them DIY application straight to your house. And all of these coatings also, I highly recommend that you apply their top coat. So a top coat is a hyper slick version that's meant to help reduce the chances of getting water spotting, because ceramic coatings, although they last many years, they have high chemical resistance and they're a better protection, in my opinion, compared to regular waxes or sealants. They're more prone to water spotting issues. So to alleviate that, manufacturers came out with a top coat that helps to protect the coating against water spotting, or at least make the coating easier to wash. So in third place this year, it used to take first place every single year, but now a lot have caught up and have surpassed its durability, but it's still a staple in the industry for its ease of use and the quality product. CarPro Seaquartz UK 3.0, we're talking about a 2-year coating if you apply 2 layers. And its topper, CarPro Gliss 2.0, their hyper slick coating. So this combo here still is great, but it was downgraded to the third place because the other two have just surpassed it as far as technology and durability. So I think this CarPro 3.0 was released in roughly circa 2018 at this point. So it's been over 5 years. I'm pretty sure they're working on something new. They have to come out with something that will last 3 to 4 years, and perhaps ideally a 1-layer coating this time. That would be great. In second place, we have another staple. These are the top 3, by the way, in these categories are what I call top tier coating brands, because they're the best of the best. So it's G-Technic from the UK with their Crystal Serum Light. This is their consumer version. This is a 3 to 5 year coating. Only 1 layer is needed. The super slick surface it gives is liked by many, and it has a finish that is very, it has kind of a warm glow, more carnauba-like than synthetic. So for those of you who like that, this looks great. So CSL. And its topper, now in its 5th version, only 1 layer needed of this now, compared to version 4, is the Exo V5. So Exo V4 needed 2 layers on top of CSL, and now this new one, Exo V5, only requires 1 layer. So this combo is absolutely amazing. I made a video, by the way, on the unveiling of the Exo V5, and if you want to see how we apply this combo, I also made a video with Matt Mormon from Obsessed Garage. We had a subscriber come in with his BMW M3, and we show the entire process from beginning to end on how to apply it. And in first place, the more I try their new Evo line of products, the more I like them. It is Geon Synchro Kit. So in the Synchro Kit, you get the Mose. This is the base layer. You can also get Mose separately. So 1 layer gives you 3 years of protection, and 2 layers, they state up to 4 years of protection. And their top coat is this one, Geon Skin Evo. So this combo together is a killer combo. So you can apply 1 layer of Mose and 1 layer of skin and you get 3 years of protection, or 2 layers of Mose and 1 layer of skin and you get up to 4 years of protection. The slickness and the hydrophobic properties are killer. The ease of application, especially if you're working outside, as long as you're not in scorching sunlight and you work on a semi-cool surface, try to work in the shade, but it is very forgiving. Great working time. Wipe off is as easy as it gets. And yeah, so first place for best consumer grade ceramic coating of the year, the Geon Synchro Kit. Next up, we have the ProGrade coatings. So coatings that you have to be a certified installer for, go through their installation program and have an accreditation to be able to apply it on customers' vehicles. These coatings are typically way more expensive, obviously. However, they do offer more performance, so longer durability, better resistance to chemicals, just that better gloss and slickness, but they require a bit more experience when you apply them. them, and they're very particular in the way you apply them. So in third place, we have a newcomer to me, but a great product, Dr. Beasley's Nano Resin Pro. I was introduced to this when I was at the Dr. Beasley's headquarters during my trip there in late April for the Car Supplies Warehouse event in Chicago. I met with Jim Lafeber, so the owner and chemist at Dr. Beasley's, and this one here, this hydrophobic coating is nuts. This could last almost forever in the right conditions, by the way. In second place, newcomer this year because it's a new product, is Duraslick Extreme HG for Holy Grail. It supersedes, for me, their range topper, which is the DS1500 Extreme. Why? Because for that one, if you want that optimal slickness, I would recommend you apply their Flow X topper on top. But for the Extreme Holy Grail, this is a 1-layer coating, up to 5 years of durability claimed. But what I like of this, it also has the Flow X technology built in, so it's slick right out of the box. As soon as you're done using this, you're good to go. Super slick, amazing application. I've applied this on many cars on the channel if you want to check those out. And yeah, second place, the Duraslick Extreme Holy Grail. And still in first place for yet another year, the best professional grade coating that I have ever used. It is a 2-part coating, and it's from Roar Coatings. This is the coating that I currently have on my Porsche 911 Turbo S. It's been over 2 years at this point, and it's still going strong. So it comes with the base coat that you need to apply first, and then it has the hardener coat on top. This is a triple threat because it's a ceramic coating. It has graphene in it and also has polysilazane. So if you want to check the application, Ivan LaCroix himself, who was a consultant for the Roar Coatings, did the application. So you're going to see the specialty things that you need to know about this. But overall, the performance, I have yet to find something better than this. So best professional grade ceramic coating of the year, Roar Coatings. The best graphene coatings of the year, these are all consumer versions that you can purchase. And if we start with the third place, this one here is the graphene ceramic coating, but the advanced formulation from Adams. They claim 9+ years of durability. I don't know how that's going to translate to real world. I applied this to my girlfriend's vehicle in October of 2021 on her new Nissan Rogue. It's been doing quite well since then. I do many updates on my channel if you want to follow this up. What I like of this is the UV tracer technology. So you can use their patented UV light to see where you apply it and to be able to level it and have a perfect and uniform application. So I think that's pretty awesome. Chris Gallagher of B&B Blending, who blends Adams products, super smart, great guy, great technology in there. In second place, so another one that comes back year after year, the graphene coating from Glassparency. So this is another 3 to 5 year coating that works quite well. Apply 2 layers by the way of that one. And in first place, a newcomer this year, 2 to 3 years of protection with the DIY Detail graphene coating. So yeah, this one here, what got me is the ease of application. So DIY Detail, well, in the name, there's DIY, right? So they know that not only professionals use this, but it's mainly catered for enthusiasts out there who want to do it themselves, but want to do it right and don't want to mess with high spots and flashing times and super complex applications. And they have to rush for the leveling and the buffing off and all that kind of stuff. So this takes all the guesswork out of it. And they have other coatings in their lineup, 5-year coatings plus I think they have another one that's a 6 to 8 year coating, but this one here is their entry level, but it is graphene based. Why graphene coatings? In theory, the reduced graphene oxide that is in these coatings is supposed to help alleviate or reduce the chances of getting water spotting, because coatings are known to be prone to water spotting issues. So they're supposed to help with that. And so yeah, first place, DIY Detail graphene coating. Next up, we have the best coatings light. So not full-blown coatings in those glass vials, but still coatings that you're going to apply that can last 6 to 12 months. For those of you who prefer changing coatings every now and then, don't necessarily want something that's going to last many, many years, and of course at a lower price point. So in third place, we have Tax System Moonlight. This is infused with 25% of silicon dioxide or SiO2 in there. It's in liquid form, so easy to apply. 6 to 8 months of claimed durability. I had this in my real world durability test against 19 other paint protectants. We followed them for a full year. Go check those series out if you want to see how products perform in the real world, including crazy Canadian winters. In second place, a product that actually surprised me by its durability. So it's the Meguiar's Hybrid Paint Coating. Especially if you can get it at a reduced price, it is quite worth the effort to apply it because, well, there's no effort. This is one of the easiest things. It's in spray form, so in this aerosol trigger, as you can see here. It can be easier. Spray on, wipe off, that is it. Application is its main thing. Slickness is also very, very good, but the durability is what got to me. So they claim up to a year of protection. Many of you guys who applied it actually got more than that in gentle climates. And even in our harsh Canadian winters, I did see those 11 to 12 months easy. Yeah, 1+ year of protection. They're fully right. It has true cross-linking technology, they say, a bunch of stuff. I did a full review on this, by the way. There were still some things I was disappointed on, but as far as durability, oh my God. And if you get it at the reduced price, it is insane. So second place, Meguiar's hybrid paint coating. And in first place, the new version of CanCoat, the Geon CanCoat Evo. So the previous version lasted 4 to 6 months. This one here, they claim up to a year of protection. You should easily see 10 to 12 months as well. Application is insanely easy, but you get gloss, slickness, crazy hydrophobics. For those who want those super tight round water beads and that sheet off very quickly, this is one of the best ones. Very forgiving as well. You can apply this outside, no problem, as long as you don't work in direct sunlight, but you can work outside on a cool surface. Make sure when you're using this, fold the towel in your hand like this and spray in the towel, not in the air. You don't want those droplets to fall on the paintwork. So follow the instructions. I have a full tutorial on how to apply this A to Z on a vehicle. It was on the previous version, but you apply the new version just the same way. So first spot goes to Geon CanCoat Evo. Next up, we have the best spray on, rinse off sealants. So those protections that you apply when you're done washing the vehicle, you fully rinsed it while it's still wet, you would spray these on, rinse off, and that's it. It's contactless, it's super quick, and it boosts the existing protection. So in third place, with 4 to 6 months of claimed durability and great gloss and slickness, we have the McKee's 37 Hydro Graphene Ceramic Coating. So this one here, you're going to mist a few sprays per panel and immediately rinse off. That is key. Follow the instructions because some of them have different instructions, like this one in second place. So a newcomer, DIY Quick Beads. This one here has a bit of graphene technology built in. As you can tell here, a bit of that residue in the bottom. So for this one, you're going to spray on the wet surface, but you're going to let it dwell 30 seconds to about a minute. Do not work in direct sunlight, work in the shade on a cool surface, and then you rinse off. And when you're done rinsing off, you're going to start by drying the windows first. So follow the instructions, but the gloss that it gives and the slickness is insane. This one too, the majority of them are anywhere from 3 to 6 months of protection. Durability, of course, depends on many factors, prep, application, conditions, mileage, maintenance, all that kind of stuff. But yeah, DIY Detail Quick Beads in second place. And in first place, once again, a classic in the industry at this point, Geon Wet Coat. I like this one for its gloss, its slickness. 1 to 3 months of protection with this one. Perhaps not as much durability as the other two. However, the price is great. You can get it in different size formats. And I like this one a lot on wheels. So for those who have coated wheels, it's a great maintenance. And if you don't have any protection on your wheels, it's a great way to make your wheels easier to clean during your maintenance washes. So you're done cleaning the wheel, you fully rinsed it off while it's still wet. Spray this on, including 1 or 2 sprays in the inner barrel. Rinse off with a jet of water from your garden hose or pressure washer. And that's it. You have hydrophobic protection. It's going to make the self-cleaning of this is really what is superior to the other two, in my opinion. So self-cleaning, of course, doesn't mean that the vehicle cleans itself. It just means that it's easier to clean during maintenance washes. It looks cleaner as well in the parking lot when you look at it compared to other dirty cars, even when it's raining. So Geon Wet Coat, first place. All right, the next category are graphene sprays. So spray forms of that graphene protection. In third place, because of its awesome slickness and its ease of use, is the Turtle Wax Hybrid Solutions Graphene Pure Shine Misting Detailer. Oof, that's a mouthful, right? What they say for this one, well, it's going to give you that slickness especially. It also has some anti-static properties in there. And what's cool about it is the application. Thanks to this Flairosol cap, the spray is a even and fine mist. So a little goes a long way, and the application is quite simple. Tied for second place, we have the 303 Graphene Nano Spray Coating and the advanced version of the Adams Graphene Ceramic Spray Coating. Both of these work super well. I have videos on both, by the way, on the channel, so check those out. And in first place, it is my favorite in the entire range of this company's products, and it is Flex Wax. So this is the Turtle Wax Hybrid Solutions Pro graphene infused flex wax. You're going to get anywhere from 6 to 12 months of protection with this. You can use it on dry for the base foundation layer. The first time you apply this is on dry paint, and from then on maintenance is you can either apply it dry, you can either apply it on a wet surface and use it as a drying aid, or even as a spray-on rinse off product. So because of its versatility, its performance, resistance to chemicals, and extreme durability, and the inexpensive price this gets, the gloss, the slickness, I can continue on for days, and the application that is so easy. So first place, Graphene Flex Wax by Turtle Wax. The best glass cleaners. So it's important, guys, when you're cleaning automotive glass to use an automotive glass cleaner. Do not use ammonia-based home remedies like those Windexes and so on and so forth, because you can damage the tin film if your windows are tinted, and it's a bit too caustic for the windows. So always use automotive grade glass cleaners. In third place, we have one that works super well, CarPro Clarify. This is a streak-free glass cleaner like all of them in this top 3. It works super well. I featured it, by the way, in my best glass cleaners videos if you want to see a shootout of the best glass cleaners and why I recommend some over some others. In second place, one that did super well in that video is the Koshemi Glass Cleaner, or GC. This is the consumer grade version. It works super well. I love the atomization that the sprayer provides. And in first place, an industry classic that I also use inside the home on chromes, mirrors, a bunch of stuff around the house as well, is, you guessed it, Stoner Invisible Glass. Stoner Car Care makes some great products. They're a smaller company as far as the number of SKUs, but this one here is still my favorite glass cleaner. Not only is it tin safe, but it works quite well. By the way, glass cleaners are what we call finishers, right? They're not made to clean the super dirty glass or remove that greasy, oily film, especially on the interior of your windshield, for example. You get a lot of off-gassing from the interior materials, right? Especially on newer cars. So the materials like plastics, rubber, vinyl, even the leathers, they emit these chemicals that kind of mist off and stick themselves onto the windshield, and they create this kind of haze that you see, especially at night when you're driving and you have glare from other headlights when you're driving around. Well, to first remove that, you're going to use a dishwashing liquid, like Dawn dishwashing liquid, inside some warm water. You're going to rub, squeegee that off, and that's going to degrease the surface. I have a video, by the way, if you look for how to clean the interior of your windshield, Pan TheOrganizer, in the YouTube search bar, you're going to see that easy degreasing method, and then you're going to finish off with your glass cleaners. So the glass cleaner of the year is Stoner Invisible Glass. Next category is glass coatings. So you're done cleaning the glass, but you also got to protect it. You can use things like some small spray glass sealants, typically Rain-X, but those don't really last long, maybe about a month to a month and a half in general, depending on your conditions once again. But to have higher performance, 6 to 12 months of durability at least on your glass, you want a glass coating. So in third place, this is a company out of Switzerland. You get Diamond Protect Diamond Glass. This one here is one of the best glass coatings. It works super well. I have a video on all of their products, by the way, if you want to have a great brand overview and simple, easy to understand kind of thing. In second place, a newcomer this year as well, is a new product from Stoner Car Care. So Invisible Glass Ceramic Glass Coating. So they promise a few years of protection with this, but what really is important is how easy this is to apply. You can get the glass stripper product that they have to remove any previous protection that's on your glass first, so it chemically kind of decontaminates the glass and strips away any of that previous protection or any oil or residue or traffic film that's on there, because prep is key for any of these coatings, by the way. Same as paint, right? You have to prep your surface before you apply the coating. So this one here is the Easy DIY, one of the easiest glass coatings I have ever applied. The only thing, the hydrophobic properties are very good, but not quite as good as the first place finisher, which you might have guessed it, Ultra Glaco by Soft 99. So this is from the Japanese company Soft 99, and Ultra Glaco is their 6 to 12 month glass coating. This is their highest or range topper if you want. Very easy to apply, thanks to this little foam applicator. They also have their roll-on compound, which has a felt applicator as well, and has a compound made to kind of degrease and prep or strip your glass to get it ready. You rinse that off, you dry the glass, and then you apply this in a circular motion, or up and down, left to right. If you want to do the crosshatch, you're going to wait 5 to 10 minutes, buff it off. Application couldn't be any easier. Wipe off, super easy. but is the performance. So the hydrophobic properties, that water beading and sheeting is going to increase your visibility and security when you're driving in inclement weather, especially in those rainy seasons. And this, by the way, was developed in the 80s by Soft 99 for the Japanese airlines, because they were in monsoon seasons, and you can imagine all that rain and water just falling and beating on the cockpit windows. Pilots wanted something to help with hydrophobics, and they had developed it, and it worked so well that they asked to produce it for the population as well, and they sold millions and millions of these units. I have a full tutorial on the application and even follow-up performance on the Ultra Glaco glass coating, so go check that out on my channel. But first place, Soft 99 Ultra Glaco. The next category is wheel coatings. Although you can usually apply the same paint coating on your wheels finish if it has a clear coated finish, there are specific wheel coatings that are made or designed with higher resistance to higher temperatures. So that can be a good thing. And of course, it's a very corrosive environment due to all that brake dust. So you want a high performing wheel coating when possible. So in third place, we have the Diamond Protect Diamond Wheels. That works extremely well. In second place, they're known for their coatings, and of course, this is no exception, the C5 Wheel Armor by G-Technic from the UK, another great performer. And in first place, the one that has always worked great for me, you're going to get 6 to 12 months of protection with the majority of the wheel coatings, by the way. That's how long they usually last in the real world, is CarPro Deluxe. It even has a bit of that UV protection in there, and you can also, it doubles as a plastics coating. So for the exterior, if you want to have both the trim and your wheels, so versatility makes it a great thing. Easy to apply, great resistance to chemicals, so it can easily resist you washing your wheels very often. So first place, CarPro Deluxe. Next up, we're done cleaning the wheels and tires, and now we applied also some wheel protection. Well, for the tires, you want to dress them, prevent them against fading, cracking, and give them that ultimate detailed look. So the tire dressings. So in third place, we have the Adams Graphene tire dressing. You're going to get anywhere from 2 to 4 weeks of durability out of this. I had this in a battle of the best tire dressings, and this did super well in spray form. Very easy to apply, by the way, and gives that great, nice gloss, not too oily looking, not that glazed donut look like Ivan LaCroix says, and not that matte appearance. So it's that kind of Goldilocks finish. If you want more protection, you're going to have to go to a tire sealant or a tire coating. So tire sealants can last anywhere from 1 to 3 months, and tire coatings 3 to 6 months. And in second place, it's CarPro Blackout. This is a tire and rubber coating. You're going to get anywhere from 4 to 6 months of protection out of this. And actually in real world conditions, including the harsh winter months, I got 2.5 to 3 months with this. And in the summer months, 5+ months. So this is actually quite good. You have to heavily prep the tire first. Application is a bit more finicky compared to the first place. And that's why the first place winner is the CarPro Dark Side. This is a tire sealant, so you can expect anywhere from a month to 2 months of protection in gentler climates, and if it's not harsh conditions, maybe 3 months, but this is a tire sealant, so a tire and rubber sealant. Easy to apply because it's in liquid form. Apply this on a foam applicator, make the round around your tire, and that's it, you're good to go. The result that it gives for the little time you're spending applying it is why it's a #1 spot, and it's very inexpensive compared to CarPro Blackout. So if you want the top performance and durability, Blackout is still the one. And if you want just the ease of application and still more than a month of protection, which beats any other traditional tire dressing, CarPro Dark Side, first spot. You gotta try this. I have a video, by the way, on how to apply it, but also another one following it up in real time to see how it does over the month. So go check that out. Next up, we have the best all-purpose cleaners and degreasers. So good for interior and exterior use. In third place, we have DIY Detail All Clean. This one here is citrus based, and it has special polymers inside and emulsifiers that break down the grease and contaminants for minimal scrubbing. In this 16-ounce bottle, it is the ready-to-use version. In their bigger gallon size, you can dilute it, so make sure you keep that in mind. This one here, great all-rounder. It just works well, interior and exterior. Second place, one of the best APCs on the market right now, CarPro Multi-X. Again, many dilutions possible. They recommend to start off at around 1 to 20, but you can do 1 to 5, 1 to 10. For interior, obviously 1 to 20 to 1 to 30 is what you're going to want to use, but do some testing. It's so versatile. It just works great for interior and exterior. You can degrease tires, engine bays, do a lot of work with this. And yeah, So Car Pro Multi-X in second spot. And in first spot, once again, family operated business straight out of the US of A. This is extra tough multi-purpose cleaner and degreaser. It's safe on pretty much everything. They have instructions on how to dilute this on their website. You can use it both, again, for inside and outside the car. It's readily biodegradable, which is important for many. It cleans just about any surface, but more importantly, it doesn't cause that caustic fume or kickback that a lot of you cough. I won't mention the name, but there's some all-purpose cleaners out there that when you're using them, you kind of like, you're coughing, and it's not good to breathe that in. So this one has none of that, and again, environmentally safer than the majority of them on the market. So first place, once again, extra tough multi-purpose cleaner and degreaser. So next categories are the trim restorers, trim rejuvenators, and trim protectants, all in one sometimes. So if you have some faded, chalky, white appearance or oxidized trim that, well, again, has that faded, ashy kind of look, you want to restore that, but you also want to protect the trim from UV damage, from chemicals, washing, the environment, and the daily use and abuse, right? To keep those looking fresh. So in third place is going to be the Solution Finish. This is the black trim restorer. It brings everything back to black and is a staple in the industry. It's USA made, so made in the USA. Works well. Just wear some black gloves because it can stain your fingers when you're using it. But as it says here, it restores conditions and protects your black surfaces, rubber, vinyl, and plastic, right? So you're going to get probably a little over 4 to 6 months of protection with this. Very easy to apply, and it works quite well. In second place, it's on order right now. I didn't receive it on time for this video, but it's the Cerakote Ceramic Trim Coat Kit. They come in these easy to apply kits, and I mean, they just work super well. It's one of the ones that offers the best durability because, of course, the trim, eventually that protection wears off. So you have to make sure you maintain that, but you're going to see it, the wear and tear. If you're starting to lose a bit of that hydrophobic properties, just reapply. They're inexpensive, again, from the USA. So Cerakote in second place. And in first place, because of its great durability, we're talking 1+ years here, easy, with the G-Technic C4 Permanent Trim Restorer. So it doesn't restore the trim as much as the others, right? So the Cerakote and the Solution Finish give a bit more of that black original appearance. But if you have some lightly faded trim, or especially if you have a new vehicle and you want to protect it, as far as protection is concerned, first place easily goes to G-Technic C4 Permanent Trim Restorer. Next up, we have the interior detailers. So for maintenance purposes or light cleaning duties and to maintain and protect the interior, plastics, rubber, vinyl, even sometimes leather with some of them, they can be applied on multiple surfaces. It helps to prevent against fading, against cracking, discoloration, and a bunch of other stuff. Some even have antimicrobial properties, UV properties, anti-static properties. And what you want is something that doesn't leave a greasy or oily finish. Those were decades ago and we stopped using those. We want something with an OEM or at least a light sheen, but nothing more than that for safety and clarity when you're driving. You don't want that glare popping in your eyes from something that's too oily or greasy, and you want something that sprays on and wipes off easily. So the top three. Newcomer this year, they did a great job with this, P&F's Swift Clean and Shine. So this one here, it helps to lightly remove some dirt and grime from leather, vinyl, and plastic surfaces. And like they say here, it's a quick clean, but it also protects. It saves you time, safe on leather, vinyl, and plastic. It smells awesome. Finally, they come out with these better sprayers over at P&S. They listened to the public. Their previous sprayers weren't that good, so they did a good improvement. So yeah, third place, P&S Swift. They did a great job with that. In second place, I had a battle of interior detailers with my brother, and this one here for both of us came out in first place. It was Lithium Inner Space Interior Detailer. So this one here is made to protect and restore. It also shields against UV rays, and it has that low sheen factory appearance. It is easy to apply, spray on, wipe off, and it just works well. Plastic, leather, vinyl, and rubber. So for those of you who like multi-purpose uses, you can use that on a majority of your interior surfaces without having to worry about what surface you're applying it to. In first place now, well, this one here, comes at no surprise for those who have used it, is CarPro Inner QD. The particularity of this one, not only does it protect your interior surfaces, but it has anti-static and antimicrobial properties. So it does some light sanitation, and it will prevent dust from settling as much. It doesn't prevent dust 100%, but it's going to make dust stick less to the surfaces, make cleanups easier. It's safe on carbon fiber, leather, and interior plastics. I'm sure it's citrus based because it has kind of this fruity or citrus kind of scent, and it just works very, very well. Gives that OEM appearance once again. So first place, CarPro Inner QD. Next up, we have interior dressings or protectants. So more of that full-blown protection, heavier UV protection, longer durability. So kind of that base layer that you're going to apply on the surfaces. And then you maintain those with the interior quick detailers that we just spoke about. So in third place, a staple in the industry, the 303 Protectant for interior and exterior ultimate UV protection. It's going to help to repel dust, lint, and staining. It's non-greasy, dry to the touch. This is also known as their aerospace protectant. This one here, they're formulated specifically for vehicle use. But yeah, third place just works well. I'm sure all of you who have used it know what I'm talking about. Then we have in second place, a newcomer this year. Once again, DIY Detail, killing it with their interior ceramic. So this one here has UV protection in it. It's going to last a long, long time. And it's basically a ceramic coating for your interior, which is going to increase the surface tension and create a surface with increased stain resistant and less wear and tear. So it makes cleanups a lot easier. See it like a ceramic protection for your paint, but this is for your interior surfaces. So second place, interior ceramic by DIY Detail. In first place, no surprise for those of you who have been following my channel because it's so versatile and inexpensive, CarPro Pearl. This is a water-based silicon oxide coat that you can dilute many, many uses. So you can use it for many things. You can use it undiluted or diluted 1-to-1 for a tire dressing, and it works quite well. For the interior use, you'd use a 1-to-5 dilution. For the exterior plastics, a 1-to-3 dilution. You can use this as a coating as well for your plastics in your engine bay. It's just so versatile and it works well. So first place, CarPro Pearl. Next category is leather protection. So more than your average spray, you're going to want to use either a leather sealant. Those typically last 2 to 3 months, or a leather coating that can last 10 to 12 months. So what the protection does for leather is the majority of modern leather is clear coated, right? Just like your paint, it has a protective clear coat on top of the leather hide, and that clear coat is often polyurethane based, and you want a protectant against friction damage, against dye transfer, make it easier to clean if you have liquid spills, for example, and prevent it from fading and cracking over time. So that's why we apply leather protection. We don't really use leather conditioners on new leather or leather that's in good condition, because the conditioners won't penetrate that top layer, right? Because it is clear coated. So you're going to use that on faded and cracked leather, then the conditioners can penetrate. But if your leather is in good condition, especially if you have a new car, you're going to want to use a leather protection. So in third place, we have a leather coating from Geon. It's the Geon Leather Shield. It self-levels. You don't even need to wipe in the end when you apply this. It's awesome. I had applied this on in a video about my previous BMW M550i. It's perforated Napa leather seats. Go check that out if you want to see the application. In second place, a staple in the industry from leather. They're from Germany, and it's Color Lock. So it's a combo of their mild leather cleaner to clean the leather surface, and then you protect it with leather shield. This is a leather sealant, 2 to 3 months of protection. If you want more durability, you can use their new Color Lock Top Life, which is a leather coating, 10 to 12 months of protection with that one. But yeah, Color Lock have always been a staple. And in first place, a newcomer to the industry, but owned by somebody that has experience and has actually worked for Color Lock for 7 to 8 years, if memory serves me well. The owner is Ram, and the company is none other than Geist Leather Care. So Geist Leather Care, this combo here. So we're going to have the Rapid Leather and Vinyl Cleaner. This is their 3- kit for cars that are 3 years or less of age, and it comes with the dye and friction blocker. So this is the sealant, 2 to 3 months of protection with this kit. So you clean and you protect. And then they have the 3+ kit for cars that are older than 3 years that has a conditioner inside there. So go check out the video about the Geist products that I did on my channel. I show you the application and we talk about the other products, but yeah, they came in with a splash. The good thing about these are one of the products that are made with natural ingredients and they just work super well. It is rare that we have products that are good for the environment or the health that actually perform well. And I think Ram is doing a great job with Geist, and they have more to come down the pipeline, so stay tuned for more. But yeah, first place goes to Geist Leather Care. Next category, we have care products for carpets and upholstery. So in third place, we have a sealant for those fibers, or a fabric guard, also known in the industry. So this is the new formulation, CarPro Fabric 2.0. This one here only requires 3 hours without water or any type of liquid contact once you're done applying it. So they cut down on the drying time a lot, has less VOCs. It's a super hydrophobic type coating for fibers. It has UV protection in there. It's water and stain resistant, and it's a breathable coating. Very easy. Spray that on the fabric or carpet surface. Gently rub it in with a microfiber towel or a foam pad. Let that dry for 3 hours and you're good to go. It makes maintenance super easy. So they did a great job with the updated formula, Fabric 2.0. In second place, not a new product to the industry, but it was recently a new product to me that I used in a video for rejuvenating rubber floor mats. It is Guff, also known as Gummy Fix by Koshemi. This is a rubber mat rejuvenator. So it will give that OEM darkened appearance if you have some faded mats, but it will be a non-slippery surface, which is key. So great product, interior plastic care, non-slip. You can use this, for example, if you have those cargo vans with those plastic mats on the floor or the plastic flooring, you can use that on there, non-slippery surface, and it just restores that original appearance. And in first place for carpet and upholstery care is the trio of carpet cleaners from P&S. I've used them in a few videos now with carpet extractors or even just spraying and wiping. I met with Rennie Doyle at the Car Supplies Warehouse event at the end of April. We did a cool video on the carpet system, so check that out if you want to see it in use. But basically, what is the trio composed of is, first of all, this one here. This is a Terminator. It's an enzyme-based spot and stain remover. So if you have some darkened spots or some things you're quickly trying to start off with, it attacks different stains. You're going to start with the Terminator. The next one up, kind of your general all-purpose heavy-duty carpet and upholstery cleaner, is Carpet Bomber. So you spray this on. You can even stack these, by the way, if you're unsure what type of dirt that's on there. Is it organic, inorganic? Is it a liquid spill? Is it milk? Is it, who knows what's on there? Is it a greasy type residue? You can combine these to have the power of both. And then once you're done, to neutralize this, you're going to use the finisher. This is a peroxide-based treatment that's going to also freshen the fibers or the upholstery, and it neutralizes the cleaners, so that way you don't reactivate them by wicking when you're coming back after you clean them with this. If you don't neutralize your cleaners when you're done using them, while you're coming back with your dirty feet, there's a bit of water, it reactivates all that dirt. It's going to pull it off your sole and bring it back into the fibers. So to prevent that from happening, you're going to use a peroxide-based finisher. So in first place is the Rennie Doyle Double Black Carpet Collection from P&S. Next category is the air fresheners. So you're done detailing the exterior, the interior of your vehicle. You applied your tire dressing. Everything looks nice and dandy. But on the interior, you want it to smell good as well and to neutralize some of the bad odors depending on what you've been doing in your car. So you're going to use an air freshener. So in third place, there's a tie between two products. So Angel Wax Bliss and Angel Wax Eden. What's the difference between both? So if we look at the description of the fragrances, so we have some fruit and woody notes for Angel Wax Bliss. And for Eden, we have a blend of exotic fruits, including papaya and watermelon, and the combination of fragrance and odor eliminators for the Eden. Both smell more of that kind of perfume type smell. If you guys like that, they're just absolutely amazing. In the second place, a newcomer is the Oberk Squash. This is kind of this light flower smelling, I don't know how to, it smells like squash and flowers. It's very, very light, and it's not girly by any means. I mean, yes, my girlfriend does appreciate this as well, but it smells so fresh. So yeah, Auberk squash just smells awesome. And in first place, from Australia, because they have such an extensive lineup of fragrances, they have antibacterial properties, they have antimicrobial properties. They're super long lasting. So you apply a few sprays in each section of your vehicle on the carpets and upholstery, and you let that dry, and you're good to go. But yeah, not only do they have antimicrobial and antibacterial kind of properties, but their scents are awesome. This is my favorite one in their range, Jungle Juice. So this one here, the scent Pawpaw Rain. So it seems to have papaya and a bunch of other stuff in there, but yeah, it just deodorizes and helps to keep it fresh and clean. So a big shout out to the crew over at Platinum Potions, because they formulate their own air fresheners. They have so many different picks to choose from. And so yeah, guys, this pretty much does it. All the links to the products will be included in the description under the video. Share this video with many friends and family. Let me know also, what were your favorite top 3 products this year? Drop a comment in the comment section. I always like to read you guys. Also, thanks for supporting the Pan TheOrganizer family and channel. We're getting close to 1 million subscribers. You guys have made this one of the biggest car detailing channels on YouTube, and I have each and every one of you to thank for. This is the 7th edition, the longest lasting awards video series on YouTube for detailing, and I hope you enjoyed this, because these are very long to film. And so yeah, in the meantime, guys, don't forget, keep it tight, keep it clean, and I'll see you on the next one.